Hello, Dwellos, foe and/or fellow. Welcome back to the channel. Imamak Lizatu Komagaza, and this is Lee Sage. So, we're continuing with the weekly Ouroboros. It's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21st. So, 21. Alright. I said 21, as it was 21 seconds on the timer. Oh, that might be loud. There we go. So, let's see here. What do we got here, collective? Weekly Ouroboros, right? First card, the main energy of this week to come is gonna shuffle. Maybe risking a message, right? Risky communication, possibly. Let's see. With the Ouroboros first card, we have Pray for the Fallen. Why can't you see it? There we maybe turn this one off. No. 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 Okay. Pray for the Fallen. I believe that's forgiveness. Let me double check. Yeah. So someone has failed you. This is you releasing them with blessings. Yeah, forgiveness. An angel kneels in prayer. She clasps her hands together, offering a beautiful rose that she lays before her. You can see the rose in the book. It's the purple one. Over here. Maybe it's this. Okay. Beautiful rose. There we are. So, this. Oh man, this glare. Oh, way better. Way, way better. Okay, we got it. So, her prayer is for the fallen, not only for the dead, but for those who have done us wrong and caused grief or sorrow. Okay? Forgiveness, though not forgetting. It is likely that most of us have been wronged or hurt over time, right? We will never forget the pain, but hanging on to it is what's detrimental. So this week, we're praying for the fallen, okay? Something happened, could have been a new relationship, could have been betrayed, lied to, um, not chosen, like whatever, something. It left you very down, very disappointed. And you are at this point this week where you're praying for the fallen, where you're praying for forgiveness, not forgiveness for necessarily them, but for yourself. That you allowed yourself to go that far, but it is okay, and we can move on from here. We don't want to like forget, especially when Mercury retrogrades and like the people come cycling back, especially after you healed and like you're moving forward and stuff like that, and then they try to come back again. Could be karmic partners, but like generally, it's just like you've been done wrong this week, have been done wrong the previous week. Now this is the process of you trying to healing, or this week get ready because you're going to be done wrong. And Spirit is asking you to have grace and forgiveness. Um, let go of it. Don't forget about it. Pay attention to the lessons, but like, let it be at peace. Always pray to have eyes that see the best in people, a heart that forgives the worst, a mind that forgets the bad, and a soul that never loses faith in source. Okay. Um, so let's see, which deck are we going to elaborate for this week here? Hmm. Dragon Sage, regular Sage, or White Sage. All right. We'll do the Hidden Realm. Okay. I have Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. So this is um, a slow and steady thing. It also is some sort of stoppage. Okay, we have Justice at the bottom. So justice has like came through. That's also what kind of like occurred. Everyone will get their like fair justice in the matter. Um, what you sow, what you will reap, all that exterior stuff has nothing to do with you. You are here praying for forgiveness so that you yourself can forgive the wrong that's been done to you so that you can then move forward. Move forward to Four of Wands, Tuesday. Um, some sort of celebration, gathering, uh, could be formal, could be like concert, music fest, something like that. All right. Um, maybe this is like where you're heading to. Got some events coming up. All right. Tuesday you have the Four of Wands though. Uh, there's there's like a cross synchronization that's occurring here. Okay. You have like one that's interested and the other one's not paying attention, and you have two other ones that are kind of like locked in. Okay. This is the type of how like people, I guess, will be around you on Tuesday in here. Whichever one you fall into is with you. If you have like a person you're like set on, then like maybe you may be the one looking up at that. Um, and pray for the fallen. Like for instance, this could be you looking at this one, and what they're doing is kind of just like playing the violin of the sorrow of the tune because they've. It's like, not again. I get from her facial expression. Like, fool me once, shame on you, but it's not going to happen again. Um, but either way, they're joining in the festivities with each other. They're harmonizing, they're playing music, they're synchronizing different notes and stuff, holding different parts, still holding their individuality, but also still working together as a unison, as a unit. Okay. Wednesday, we have this Five of Pentacles. Okay. Four of Wands to the Five of Pentacles. So at least we're going in order. But, it's like, it'll be okay. Maybe after this event, you like run into the person that like did the hurting or something like that. And then the next day, like it kind of just like re hits you again. Um, Maybe not as severe as at first, but it does hit you again. This is the fact that like they're grieving. It's like okay, like I know like we don't have enough food and stuff like that, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. I'll see what I can't do tomorrow. Today is kind of like ran out of time, but we'll try again tomorrow. You know, um, we'll find a way. God will provide. Like it will be all right. Or it's like don't feel ashamed of like how you acted or what you did. You know what I mean? You're still like my daughter. You're still loved. You're still, you know, cared for. Even if you did something that like you kind of like regret wise, still comforting here. You know, uh, you could have this conversation with like your mother figure. Okay, where you just kind of express like about like this like connection, marriage person thing situation that like you really wanted but like hurt you and stuff like that because they felt like lack, or maybe they were feeling the lack and everything, or maybe You were feeling a lack in everything at first, okay? And then now they're feeling that lack, okay? Um, so like now they're kind of seeing and understanding how you felt about things, and this may want them to like change and stuff. But Five of Pentacles for Wednesday, it's it's a coming from some sort of like defeat or lack or emptiness being like comforted or coddled back into. It also can represent that you went from this marriage situation to kicked out, to let go of. So now you're kind of feeling empty because it was just the other day it was just so happy and great, and then it just ended, and now you feel like the feels, like the left out, like, oh damn, like now I'll never get to do this again or whatever the heck. All right, let's go to Thursday. Seven of Swords. So Thursday, we're we're thinking, we're thinking bigger beyond like what we've already known, what we already come from. This is a young soldier. He's came from war, some battle. He's killed people. He's almost been killed and stuff like that. That battle has been over and done with now. So he's now kind of reflecting at the night before it continues up again. Seven of Swords could be tactical. So I also kind of get like battle or like warframe. Could be strategizing. Like, how can I connect the dots, right? How can I connect the dots all together so that they make the best possible outcome picture? You know what I mean? You're tired of like this sword and shield kind of like dance. Attack, parry, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know, we're kind of fed up with that at this point. We're looking outside ourselves for like more understanding, communicating to the stars, to spirit, looking for, comprehension, understanding, clarity. What's the best way, the best route, the best strategy to go about this thing that I have lost, that used to make me feel so complete and full, you know? Um, so let's see here. Friday, we have the Hermit. So Major Arcana energy finally steps in here. This is a big energy. Friday is a very important day. Okay. It's an important day of deep reflection, um, remembrance, filtering, weighing out pros and cons, like really. Okay, so maybe you got like the idea, like, okay, I need to isolate myself, meditate, really sit with my thoughts, my feels, my emotions, sitting with my thoughts, my feels, my emotions, the good and the bad, right? Positive and the negative. You're sitting with these, seeing how they feel each one, which one you prefer, which one you're ready to let go of, and how to. And then we have the Hermit. So you get this Friday, you now get this time where you kind of like hideaway off, like you get to go and like on your little like escape part, wherever that is, whether you have like a little trail you like to jog or run, or whatever you do that's like by yourself for your peace of mind. I know myself, I'm a golfer, so this would be kind of like me going golfing like all day, and just like zoning out from like the world, escaping reality while I'm reflecting, retrospecting, thinking about stuff. So and in this process, this transition, taking everything that you've gone through, viewing it, observing it, filtering out what was good, what was bad, what actually matters, what was an illusion. Like, we're we're clearing this whole stuff up here on Friday. Saturday, yeah, we're feeling way, way, way better. Complete change. Saturday, it's glow up. We've clearly gotten the questions, answers, or things and stuff we've been looking for. Okay. Now it's time to like harvest. Now it's time to reap these awards and enjoy every little single second of it. You know, um, Saturday. This also like individual standing in power, attractive, being single, being just you, not being how you are with this particular person or something, just being you by yourself and finding that comfortability and success and fulfillment within that. Sunday comes and we have the Nine of Wands. So this is what I mean about like those things coming back around and stuff like that. Uh, they're trying to do like one last mm, one last big effort in everything, one last dance, one last ceremony before the full like phoenix burning ashes rising kind of like kicks in here. Or this could be a day for that. Okay. Um, Maybe after you like gone through this and you get this clarity and all this stuff like that, you then um you kind of like know like what it is that you want, and then it's like about going about it. And this could be something that you have again like put a lot of work and stuff into that has left you like beat up, run down, wounded, and stuff like that. But the Nine of Wands is like it's about pushing through to that. um and coming out to the 10 where you now get to release these burdens or these things that used to like weigh you down or make you feel less of, and kind of be free from that. Monday comes around and we have the King of Coins. So uh this could be a person. um I'm gonna say definitely like a person, a King of Coins, earth sign, or someone that's just very grounded, very solid. Okay. Um, so Monday, this King of Coins. Uh, what is the King of Coins? And why did I pull from this tarot? Because it's supposed to be the hidden realm. Interesting. So the Nine of Wands is this King of Coins person. Okay. This person that has like, you know, succeeded in the material world. Like they have their place of residency, um, they have their business, they have their income, they have their family and friends. Okay, they have like a community that kind of depends on them, looks up to them, goes to them for guidance. This is this person, this Nine of Wands person. So if you're like wondering, like maybe if like it's like finito, they have like one more go within them, perhaps. Okay. But Monday is about the fairy fortune. This is the wheel of fortune. So this is where you now spin to receive what you have sown, what you have reaped from whatever cycle that you've been going through. So Monday, some sort of celebration, joy, there's synchronicity, then there's like yeah, like it starts off good and then it disconnects. Okay. Tuesday comes and now we're feeling that lack, that left out, but we're not like crumbled. We just, kind of are in a rut. We're in a lack mindset, so we kind of have to deal with these things. Wednesday comes around, so now we're kind of like outsourcing, researching, strategizing, thinking on how and what we can do or what we can do to accomplish whatever it is we're trying to accomplish. Um, And then is it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Friday comes around with the Hermit card again, major energy. So this is like a big, like, what's the word? Hmm. It's particular I wanted to use, but it's gone. But Friday's energy is a major energy. It's a very big shifting kind of thing. Like it really matters on what goes on there. You're being asked to kind of more so just self reflect, soul search, or maybe that's what you'll be doing while this extra change and shift and transit stuff is going on. Saturday, this is kind of, I get like coming out of like healing, right? Like finishing the healing of an aspect from a Virgo that may have like been sneaky, deceptive, left you feeling left out, lack, um, and like portrayed this like marriage, positivity, celebration thing, but really just did everything but that. So Saturday, you kind of like come from this energy, this like lower frequency energy. You've transitioned, you've transformed with soul searching going within on Friday. Friday causes some sort of shift, some sort of transformation. Saturday, you now feel like yourself again, not like yourself with this person or with this thing or with this job or with this amount of money in my bank account. You just feel like you again, to like at the core. You feel like you. In feeling like you then attract the abundance and stuff. Sunday comes, we have the Nine of Wands. So like you may get like challenged like one more time on Sunday, but it's like push through, keep like keep like the walls and things up there, keep pushing past this part, don't fall into the loop again because Wheel of Fortune's next, so there's like another loop. Maybe someone, this person tries to get you into another like cycle or another loop or something. Um, but if you remain resilient and push through to the end, which you've already been doing with this healing process, praying for the fallen, Monday comes and your you now have your time to spin the wheel of fortune, to see what you now are getting, what you are now reaping, what gifts, what benefits, what rewards and stuff are you getting here, um, or what gifts and rewards and benefits, things that you want, because it's like the wish card, like with the fairy fortune, she's making a wish. I wish for all five of these things. You know what I mean? uh, Financial stability in person, success in my hobby, um, success in my side hustle, and like peace of mind and contentment. So like you have like, all right, these are the things you wish for. Now you spin it, and then we come out to Tuesday with the Two of Cups. So this is a success in what it is that you're asking for. A newfound love, as well. Could be a relationship as well. Maybe this goes through a little like down spiral without, and then you just feel like the lack of what it is to be without, which then kind of brings you back to if this is what you're like wishing for. Okay. Um. Either way though, there's a like Friday's the pinnacle. So Friday's the key. Friday is the key day. Where kind of all the things have to be like pretty like solid, like king of king of coins type energy. Okay. And then from there, as long as you hold that hermit energy, that like teacher, that wisdom, that wise, that mature, that passive, that that type of energy, you get this, this abundance, this final like breakthrough, finally, um, this good luck, this wish, and then this relation, this contentment, this. Okay. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, back to Tuesday, which then goes to the Two of Cups. So starting off on Tuesday with the Four of Wands, the marriage card, and things and stuff like that. And then we go through this cycle of releasing, letting go, praying for, like, the ones that we had to move away from and let go of and forgive and all this stuff like that. And then literally 1 week later today, okay, um, Two of Cups here. So now you have this offer that comes towards you. Okay. One's looking at the cup that they're offering. Okay. Her cup, her emotions. So that's all in this cup. Like, hey, like, I've been working on this stuff. This is what I have to offer. And then him, he's kind of using like his third eye. He's kind of looking more at like her crown to see the truth, the real intentions. Is it true? Or maybe he said like, hey, I'm not sure, right? This could be one like a closed eye offer, like, will you take this? Like, looking away because you're not trying to like feel the backlash thing. And he's more so like, well, no, are you gonna look at me? You know what I mean? Like, there's next Tuesday there's some sort of interaction that like results with this Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups isn't like, oh, boom, relationships there. It's like, it's an opportunity. It's like, until then, here, we'll read it, since that will be, and then we'll close out the reading right there from the Hidden Realm. Life can be so contrary. She muses as she looks into the empty chalice, hoping to see a sign. So, hoping to see a sign. Should I do this? While wondering if their love, so recently discovered, will be given the chance to grow. Right? He assures her with a look and a touch when she averts her eyes, wishing to hide her tears. They must part now for a time, and it seems so cruel. If only she could know the future. But her heart does know the future, it's just her mind that questions it. From the moment their eyes met, her heart knew it belonged to him. It seemed such a large thing to give. One's heart to another based on a glance. It is also a small thing to give to someone that is already theirs. Their last moments are shared in silence, with the waving of forget me nots in each other's hair as they vow to remember each other until they meet again. In the meantime, their love will flow into the empty spaces between them, into the empty cup, growing and becoming a thing all its own, becoming a thing all on its own that twines around and joins them as it flourishes. They will find that they are always together, whether their bodies are in the same location or not. Okay. The Two of Cups indicates a moment of chemistry or of recognition, or of chemistry or of recognition. When chemistry or recognition, what does that even mean? When like meets like, when two people are What are these words? Hold on. Because they're like spelled all freaking like weird and stuff. So, yeah, recognition in simpatico, which is just like me, like, I don't know why it's all this extra fucking hoopla hop bullshit. But anyway, those moments are easy to identify, for they are filled with energy, with a spark, with a magnetism that is undeniable. This can mean a romantic attachment, but it doesn't have to be. For any intense connection can be intimate without being romantic. This connection can also be between a person and a group, an idea, or a project. While the moment holds so much promise, it also, being a two, brings many decisions and choices that will be made along the way. Whether this partnership will last or not remains to be seen. So yeah, again, not making a decision, which boils down to it, which probably felt the fucking lack feeling in the first place, because it's like, oh, this person I can see, like, wedding bells with them, and then you show that person lack. So because you're trying to strategize on how you could, I guess, go within and better yourself to be in this, like, standing, empowering, abundant, radiant, in good shape, attractive energy that you've been, I guess, struggling to do or work on or like accomplish, because then you can spin the wheel of fortune and then offer this cup. But it's like, or you could go about it and then just have the process take you naturally through the same thing. But no, this particular person wants to push off this. It's a bottom card, Gothic prayer. It's a lot of this like dark, gloomy, shitty energy that I do not fucking care about right now, bro. Like, whoever's underneath this is like, get out my reading with this shit, bro. Hope. Have hope. Have hope that it could turn around. But the only thing that stopped it from turning around was you not making the fucking decision to turn it around. Whatever aspect it is. You have a passion to being a fucking musician and stuff. You got inspired when you went to a concert or something like that, and like it was great. And then you tried to play that piano or whatever instrument, and you sucked at it. And then you're like, damn, how can I get good at it in another way besides putting in the work and making the decision, the choice to get good at it? Let me go and see. And you got nothing. Oh, I'm gonna need to be successful, or I need to have money, or I need to have, like, this paid, this taken care of, this done, that. Then I could go to this opportunity that really fulfills me, because then it could last forever. When, like, in the meantime, it's like you not taking the decision, the action, and hanging on to the old stuff that's been holding you back is what's making it not last forever. It's not the fact that you don't have these things, it's the fact that you're not taking the necessary actions to have the thing. It's very, like, I don't know, slow. We did have the nine of, what is this? No, we have justice here. Before they had justice is here. This is like an abrupt, like, straight message, like straight clarity message. The Tower, Poseidon. You fucking kidding me, bro? And then Five of Wands. Yeah, fights. This was kind of like a waste of like this reading, because Tuesday we're supposed to be in some sort of celebration thing, some sort of promotion, leveling up and things and stuff like that. And then Wednesday, you're supposed to be coming from feeling left out and starting to feel more worthy and things and stuff like that, which then gets you to start thinking and strategizing and planning on how to do things. But like this part right here, on Thursday, like there's no point of that. This feeling lack energy on Wednesday, there's no point of that because Tuesday, you already had the indication, the Four of Wands, that this was a celebration, a commitment, a marriage, a type of like thing that you like enjoy, that you passionate, you want to be committed with for the long term. Then out of nowhere, now you feel not worthy enough, not good enough, and then you're trying to strategize and strategize and think on how to do stuff, which forces you into like your like own like hole. It's like you like hurting yourself. You have the Four of Wands. This is a celebration. This is like a marriage. This is like a graduation. It is an event of people gathering to celebrate some sort of accomplishment, some sort of feat when it comes to spiritual aspect and your passions. So, how do you go from this very overall abundant feeling energy stuff here to then feel like you're not good enough, not worthy enough, and stuff like that? Something's wrong there. Something's off. Something's affecting that. Something occurred. This King of Coins with the tower that's fighting with you came in here on Wednesday on your day off, even, and fucked this whole shit up. And now you're like, oh shit, now I gotta try to strategize and think on how I can get back to the Hermit, to the Virgo, the one that like had like the shit together, the abundance, the attractiveness, and everything and stuff like that. The one that put in a whole bunch of work and effort and energy and was like really helping you grow and become the best version of yourself. That was setting you up for your turn to spin the wheel so that you can start getting this abundance and everything going in here. Now we want to go back to this because you stayed stuck in this Four of Wands like marriage situation thing and it fucking lied to your face. He looks betrayed. He literally looks like he's been betrayed. He has his arm covering like, oh damn, like I wasn't expecting that. And then you have Poseidon, eruption of emotions even. He's the freaking god of the sea. So completely blows up everything. Everything goes to shit. Everything crumbles. When does this happen? That moment that that person said, I can't do this. We're going to have to separate because you're not ready. You're not ready. We're going to have to separate. I got to go. And then they moved on. Where'd they go? Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, leveling up. Where'd you go? Back to this marriage that you don't feel fulfilled in, that is sneaky, been deceptive, or lies and stuff, manipulation going in there that leaves you stuck, isolated, alone. Not my fucking problem. The Moon. Things still unknown. Illusions. You fell for the illusions, deceptions. You were scared of the dark. Okay. Now that you were scared to go into the dark, that literally said safety in this way. Like you had like the direction, you had the signs. We had the signs card before. Signs, the blessings. And I just called that, bro. Like, come on. You had the signs and everything showing you to go towards the other way. You, with this person that feels you left out, lack, or things and stuff like that, this is that demeanor. Okay? One's focused on you, the other one's not paying you no attention. This could be how you're treating them. This other person, their thing, they're locked eyes. It's a clear sign right from the gate. You've seen everything you needed to see. But now we're asking for blessings. Now we're asking for God to show me a sign on which decision I should make when you already had and known the decision, everything you make. Because as soon as you met eyes with the person, you already knew that that was your person. And how do I give someone my heart when they already have it? Make it make sense. You already knew that it was time to change and shift and do things, yet you wanted to hold back and not do it And then everything fell to shit. Money start fucking up. Tower comes in here, and now there's fights and arguments because person probably did the same old thing, or you do the same old thing that you constantly do every time. Boom. Now we're here, right? Now we're feeling lack. Now we're feeling left out. Or this situation scenario occurs Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, on Sunday. So on Sunday, this situation occurred. Okay? This like the betrayal, this deceit thing, whatever, stuff like that. Literally, right before you had the Wheel of Fortune, right before you had good luck, right before you had benefits and abundance coming into you when it comes to the matters of love. You let this person step into here, could be a fire sign, could be a water sign, could be an earth sign. Let this person with this nonsense that literally interrupted the reading that I was doing with the Fae and the Gothic Oracle of the weekly Ouroboros, but had to say something and interrupt my whole energy and my whole read and flip the freaking Greek cards. So you had it right here. There was a chance. It was time to go. You didn't do it. Boom. Wheel of Fortune hits. You reap what you sow. They reap what they sow. Moving forward. The outcome, we don't have the time. We ran out of time. Until next time, maybe. And now there's all this time and all this space for this union, this marriage, this energy to try to start filling into the cup and everything. But one person's filling it up with lack, negative energy, and the other one's filling up with positive rated energy. It's not going to mix right. Temperance is going to have to come in here and even cause a more bigger time frame and gap in order for you to get like your shit together. This makes no sense. But this is the reading that I have for you, weekly Ouroboros for the, what was it, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, for the 21st. Catch you next time.